Stay tuned and let's talk about all of the Marvel Legends revealed at New York Comic Con 2019. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And it is that time already. Another convention is upon us, and this time it is New York Comic Con taking place right now across the pond, where Hasbro have revealed yet some more Marvel Legend goodness for us. And that's what I'm going to break down on the channel right now. I'm a few days behind as I've been very busy recently, and hopefully you'll find out why very soon. But I thought I'm still going to jump on camera and talk about some of this stuff with you guys, because that's what I like doing, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's get straight into it. Of the first day of New York Comic Con, Hasbro always have this little round table discussion where they invite influencers, websites, YouTubers to come on in and check some of the new product out that they're going to be releasing. And this was no exception, and that's exactly what they did. So let's get straight into it. The first thing they revealed are this brand new Fantastic Four wave of figures. Now we're going to get all four members of the first family of Marvel. We're going to get Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and The Thing, of course, and they are all in their updated modern costumes from the Dan Slott run, which started, I believe, in 2018. So this is a very modern look of the Fantastic Four. So we're getting some reuse and some new parts as well. So let me break it down for you. We get Reed Richards, and he's got a brand new head sculpt with a bit of a beard, bit of grey in there. As I said, it's the modern Reed Richards, and he has some interchangeable elongated fingers. He sort of looks like Salad Man, if you remember that from the early days of the internet, sort of salad fingers. Bit creepy, but yeah, that's what we're getting with Reed Richards. We also get some interchangeable normal hands in case you don't want him looking crazy like that. And as you can tell, these new suits are a little bit darker blue as well compared to their classic looks. We're getting Sue Storm, this time with the same face sculpt of the previous release from the Walgreens exclusive, but now with some new hair. We're getting both arms this time fully coloured, no translucent parts, but we do get a translucent shield effect that seems to be brand new to the Marvel Legends line, which looks quite good, to be fair. Moving on, we're getting Johnny Storm. This time he comes in an actual Fantastic Four suit, and we're getting an unflamed normal Johnny Storm head, which would be pretty good if you want to pop it off and use it on your classic outfits from the previous release. But we also get some interchangeable flame on hands with some flame on effects you can put around the wrists and hands. And of course, we still get interchangeable hands if you don't want him to have any effects on at all, which is a nice touch. I wish they included the unmasked head last time, but now we have it here. We're also getting a brand new re-released updated-ish version of The Thing, Ben Grimm himself. Apparently it's a different colour, so it's got a new head sculpt with a different facial expression, a little bit more classic, but you can't pop it off and use it on the old Thing as the colours just don't match up apparently. But still, all four members of the Fantastic Four are coming in one wave, which is great for anyone who missed out previously, and it's a nice update of the same characters we previously got. And in that wave are the previously shown Doctor Doom, which looks very nice. You get an interchangeable classic head with that, and of course the grey She-Hulk. And both of these were shown off at San Diego Comic-Con. I speculated they may be part of the Black Widow wave. I was wrong. They're part of this brand new Fantastic Four wave of figures. So that's all 6 figures in the wave, and they didn't announce the Build-A-Figure. So people online, especially Rectangular, who is never very rarely wrong, he is speculating it is Super Skrull, the one that's been teased on this Walgreens computers for a long time now. So my bets are with him. I'm going to say, yeah, you're right, it's going to be the Super Skrull, but we don't know. It could be anything. It could be a sort of apocalypse scale Galactus. It could be a sort of Dragon Man. It's the Fantastic Four, so let's be honest, it could be Doombots, it could be anything. So let me know in the comments below what you think the Fantastic Four wave Build-A-Figure is going to be. It's due out the 1st of January 2020, which is crazy to think it's not that far away. So that means we're probably going to be seeing this wave hit in December, as it's not a movie wave, so it probably will trickle out on some of the shelves in December. So yeah, it's going to be soon, so I'm sure they're going to release what the Build-A-Figure is at one of these conventions coming up, because we still don't know what the Build-A-Figure is going to be for the first Spider-Man wave of 2020, which is also set to release of the 1st of January. So yeah, lots of new comic legends coming out first day of the year, but we'll probably start seeing them before Christmas. So yeah, we shall see. They also showed off something that we've all been waiting for, and it is of course Stan the Man himself. This time he's not going to be a Build-A-Figure, which was previously sort of rumoured, and we've seen card backs and all that. We're getting a single packed Stan Lee, and he is dressed in his first appearance, first Avengers cameo, where he was playing chess. So yeah, it's an officially it's an MCU figure, but it's Stan Lee, so it can be Stan Lee or an MCU Stan Lee. Really good, really like it. He comes with a chessboard like the first appearance for first Avengers cameo, and he also comes with a Captain America shield with the Stan Lee signature on there, and apparently that's the official Stan Lee signature sent from the Stan Lee team themselves, put on there. So if you want to display it just as a tribute to Stan Lee amongst your collection, you can do it that way. Comes in a nice single carded box as well. Pre-orders are up right now in the US on Target, I believe. In the UK, they can't actually put it on pre-order until the 10th of October. I don't know why, these are Hasbro's rules, but on the 10th of October, you're going to be able to pre-order it from all of the usual places here in the UK, but it's not due for release until spring of 2020. But it's nice to know that it's got a home and it is finally coming out. So I'm very happy to add Stan to the MCU shelf. So yes, that was a very nice surprise. We also got a little teaser of this before the convention kicked off, and it is of course the vintage / retro Deadpool on that card back, and it's going to come in its own little white shipper box, just like the Green Hulk did from San Diego Comic-Con. So that's 2 more exclusives we've got coming to conventions, and apparently they're going to be European exclusives first. So think London Comic-Con, there's one in Paris, there's one in Barcelona. So they're going to be the first places you can actually pick up the Grey Hulk that we already knew was coming, and also now this vintage style Deadpool. And it's the same Deadpool that we've seen in the 90s version, but the blacks are now a little bit silver tint on them. And mine's going to probably stay on card anyway, but still it's nice to know it's got a few little differences, and the card back does look great on display as well. So yes, we're getting a vintage / retro Deadpool. It will be available everywhere as usual in November, but it's going to hit those European exclusives first. So that is looking very nice. And I said Grey Hulk is going to be exactly the same as Deadpool. European exclusives first, and then available everywhere else in November. So yeah, that's very good. I did want to quickly break down the Spider-Man wave as well, as we're going to find out the Build-A-Figure. So again, this Spider-Man wave is going to be the 1st of January 2020, the same as the Fantastic Four wave in 2020. So the Spider-Man wave is Spider-Man Mark III armor from the Gamerverse, the Spider-Man game, same as the Spider-Man Velocity suit from the Gamerverse, the Spider-Man game. We're getting Shang-Chi without his top on, so we're probably going to get loads of new Shang-Chi figures when the movie comes out next year, 2021. Then we're getting a classic Vulture. Finally, we complete our classic looking Sinister Six. Very happy about that. We're getting White Rabbit, which is something I quite like the character design of. And then of course we're getting Superior Octopus, which I'd never really read. Well, I did read the storylines, but it's not something I needed in figure form, but nevertheless, that's what we're getting. And then we don't know what the Build-A-Figure is, but it's sort of been confirmed. We're going to find out at one of these European conventions, as Hasbro are going to have a presence at all 3 of them. So that's Barcelona, Paris, and London. So there's going to be reveals at all of those conventions. So my guesses are we're going to find out the Spider-Man Build-A-Figure, we're going to find out the Fantastic Four wave Build-A-Figure, and then maybe some more figures of part of this X-Men / X-Force Deadpool wave that's coming out next year. As at New York Comic Con, they also showed off a brand new Warpath on, I believe it is, what body is it? The Omega Red body. There you go. On the Omega Red body's Warpath, nice updated version. We're also getting for the first time Sunspot as well. Yes, Sunspot, and then of course the yellow and blue Deadpool. People are saying blue and gold, but to me it's yellow and blue. But nevertheless, we're getting that Deadpool. We knew that we were going to get that eventually. Hasbro have given us Deadpool in every other version. So yes, so next year we're getting the Age of Apocalypse X-Men wave, and then in the fall we're going to be getting this X-Force / Deadpool wave, and that is going to be the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure. So Warpath, Sunspot, and Deadpool that was showed off in New York are going to be part of that Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave. So yes, very happy with the announcements. I really like that Fantastic Four wave. Didn't expect that. Very curious to see what the Build-A-Figure is going to be. So still plenty more reveals from Marvel Legends to come before the year is out. And it's crazy the amount of figures they've given us. Things are dropping out of nowhere as well, like that Punisher War Machine come out of nowhere as well. So there may even be a few more surprises trickling out before the year comes to an end, which is crazy. So I've still got some catching up to do on the channel. So stay tuned and you'll find out what I've been picking up recently. But yes, that is New York Comic Con. What did you think? What were your favorite reveals of the convention? Let me know in the comments below. And what do you think are going to be the Spider-Man wave Build-A-Figures and also the Fantastic Four wave Build-A-Figures? Let me know in the comments below. Plenty of possibilities, but I'm always curious to know your thoughts. But most importantly, if you like what you see and you love Marvel Legends, then help me hit 10,000 subscribers. And please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. And as always, my name is Dan W. And I shall see you on the next one.